10x of profit only in 1 week with no liquidation risk. I'm full-time institutional crypto trader and my public portfolio has 180 win trades and 0 losses. And in this video I will show you a 10x strategy so that you can copy it. Let's go! Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart and I will show you exactly how this strategy works. Here we can see a price chart of Bitcoin. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin moved sideways and was in consolidation zone. After that, the price of Bitcoin dropped lower this consolidation zone where a lot of liquidity was located. And as you can see, a price of Bitcoin has bounced and now is ready to come back to the zone between $116,000 and $120,000. And let's assume that the price of Bitcoin will come back to this zone and we would like to profit from it. So what we can do in this case? So first of all, we can go to the spot market and buy 1 Bitcoin. And for that, we have to pay a bit more than $115,000. If we don't have that much money, we can go to the futures market and open a long position with a leverage. But with futures, we have a very high risk of liquidation. And because we would like to avoid liquidation and be on a safer side, we can use options and trade options like institutional investors. And let me explain you how can we do this exactly. So let's assume that the price of Bitcoin will come back into this range and will hit $120,000. After 7 days, I can profit from price increase of Bitcoin by using a call option. And simply speaking, call option is my bet that the price of Bitcoin will increase in the future. And I can profit from this price increase. And in our example, I can make a profit of $4,000. The difference between the upper cap of $120,000 and $116,000. And I have no liquidation risk. So that means in the next 7 days, the price of Bitcoin could drop lower and after that increase to $120,000 and my position will be still opened and not liquidated. And this is a great advantage of the options. A few days later, you can see that the price of Bitcoin indeed reached $120,000. And now let me show you how exactly I can profit from this strategy like institutional investor. As you know, to have a long position with a futures, in most cases you have to pay a funding fees. With options, to have a long positions, you have to pay an option premium. But with options, you have no liquidation risk. And let's take a look how exactly we can trade this strategy. As you can remember, from our example, I am really bullish and I assume that in the next 7 days, the price of Bitcoin will hit $120,000. And in our case, we have options that are going to expire after 8 days, so a bit more than 1 week. And this is exactly what we need. As a second step, we have to find a price starting from which we are going to profit. And as I said in my example, this is $116,000. And this is the strike price which I want to buy. So that means as soon as the price of Bitcoin will be more than $160,000, I would like to start profit from the price increase. So that means I have to buy a call option with a strike price of $116,000. And if I would like to profit from the price increase of one single Bitcoin, I have to pay an option premium which is equal to $1,715. And as you can see, this is already a very high leverage. Because by buying this call option and paying $1,715, I will profit from price increase of one single Bitcoin, which has a notional of $115,000 right now. So if I divide the current market price of Bitcoin, which is equal to $115,000, by the premium that I have to pay, which is equal to $1,715, then I have a leverage of 67x. But because I don't want to pay the full amount of premium of $1,700, I can reduce this premium. So what I can do, I can buy call option with a strike price of $116,000, and simultaneously I can sell a call option with a strike price of $120,000. So that means if the price of Bitcoin will hit $121,000, my profit will be still capped to $4,000. But in this case, I have to pay much less premium. So that means I pay $1,700 by buying a call option with a strike price of $116,000, and simultaneously by selling a call option with a strike price of $120,000, I get a premium of $515. As a result, the total premium that I have to pay a bit less than $1,200. And this is a bit more than 3x of profit, just in 1 week. Also, I can profit from price increase of 0.1 Bitcoin. And in this case, my possible profit is equal to $400, and the premium that I have to pay is a bit less than $120, and the possible profit is still more than 3x. And very soon I will show you exactly how to execute this trade to trade this strategy. But now let's take a look how to get a profit of 10x. In this case, we have to be very bullish. We can buy a call option with a strike price of $119,000. If the price of Bitcoin will move to $119,000 and higher, I will profit from this price increase. And if the price of Bitcoin will reach $124,000, my profit will be equal to the difference between these price levels. If I would like to profit from the price increase of 1 Bitcoin. As you can see, comparing to the first scenario, the price of a Bitcoin has to move even higher. But in this case, my profit will be even higher and will be equal to almost 10x. So let me show you exactly how much. So as I said, I would like to profit from price increase of Bitcoin starting from $119,000. So that means for that I have to buy a call option, as it was exactly in the first scenario. For this call option I have to pay a premium of $700. So as you can see, the premium is much lower than it was in the first scenario with $116,000, because this strike price is far away from the current market price of $115,000. So as a result, the premium is lower for this call option. And after I buy this call option, I can simultaneously sell a call option. I assume that the price of Bitcoin could reach $124,000. And in this case, the premium that I have to pay is equal to $530. And the max profit that I can receive is equal to $5,000. So price of Bitcoin has to move 7.6% and I will get a profit of 10x. So as you can see, this is a very high leverage bet. And I also can profit from price increase of 0.1 Bitcoin. In this case, the premium that I have to pay is equal to $53. We have the same possible profit of 10x. To execute this trade, I have to buy a call option with a strike price of $119,000. So I go to the buy side, place a price of $670, select the quantity of Bitcoin which I would like to profit from. In this case, for example, 0.1 Bitcoin, or 1 Bitcoin if I would like to profit from price increase of 1 Bitcoin. And press on buy button. And after that I go to the strike price of $124,000, click on it, go to the sell button, select the price of $145, which is the best bid price right now for this option, select the same quantity, in my case this will be 0.1, and press on the sell button. And after Bitcoin hit a price target of $120,000, almost 1 day before the expiration, the target of $124,000 was achieved. And let's take a look now at the payoff graph. So here you can see the payoff graph of this strategy. Because to execute this strategy, we have to pay a total premium of $50. In this case, the break-even price of Bitcoin will be equal to $119,500. So basically the strike price of $119,000 plus the premium of $500 for one Bitcoin. Starting from this price level, we will make profit. And for example, if the price of Bitcoin will hit $121,000, my profit will be equal to $150. So I paid the initial investment of $50, and if the price of Bitcoin will hit $121,000, I will have already 3x of profit. And if the price of Bitcoin will move 6.5% higher, my total profit will be equal to $2,090. And my maximum potential profit will be equal to $450. So that means if the price of Bitcoin will move even higher, my profit is capped to the price level of $124,000. But for that, I reduced significantly the premium that I paid for this strategy. This strategy could be very profitable in the bull market, when the price of Bitcoin is moving higher and higher every day. And also at the same time, if the market is very volatile and I don't want to be liquidated. Because in this case, I can have a very high leverage and no liquidation risk. If you would like to stay up to date and follow my trades from my public portfolio, then join my free Discord channel. There you can find the market updates, trades from my public portfolio, and also chat with me. I read all the messages in my Discord channel. So if you have any questions, you can write me in Discord. And also you can chat with other participants. So don't miss out very valuable information and subscribe to my Discord. And if you would like to know how to profit from the price drop in Bitcoin with the similar strategy and get a profit of 10x, then you can watch my next video. Happy trading! Bye!